Hello, thank you so much for being here today. I am honored to speak in front of you. My name is Reema Zaman, and I am the author of I Am Yours. And I'll tell you a little story about how this book came to be. The year is 2011. I am 27 years old, living in a half-burnt barn pushed deep in upstate New York, surrounded by banks of snow, married to a man who has grown to loathe me. He is gorgeous, born and raised in wealthy California, born and raised with every privilege under the sun, including the privilege of being treated as the almighty son. He has a violent temper, as well as a penchant for other women. He calls his other women sister wives, his reasoning being that having these other women alleviates the pressure on me to be perfect for him. He says that the task of making him happy can be evenly distributed amongst various girls. How very thoughtful. We are so remote that we don't have cell reception, meaning that I'm very careful to dance around his temper because I don't want to lose his love, nor do I want to exacerbate his rage, because should I need to call for help, there is no one around for miles to hear me. The barn is freezing. We lack indoor plumbing as well as built-in heating, and the only light we receive are from naked light bulbs strung from the rafters. I've learned how to walk around these light bulbs with my eyes closed because the burning glass promises to singe the skin if touched. It's as though I've surrounded myself with danger. Although all my emotions and earnings are invested into our lives together, this barn, his car, our bills, he insists that only his name appears on every lease. Everywhere I look is evidence of my slow erasure. Often he calls me his wife for greensies, not for realsies, to remind me that my green card was procured through marriage, to remind me that I am dependent on him, to remind me that power only responds to power, and in his eyes, I, as a Bangladeshi woman, to his white male American privilege, I have no power. He calls me wife for greensies to remind me that I am caught by a noose woven partly by my complicit hands. He reminds me that I can be disowned, deported, made to disappear so easily. But I want you to know that I am not afraid. I am not afraid because in spite of the man hell-bent on making me disappear, I have started appearing. I have started appearing because I have started writing. Yes, in the dim light of dawn, I have been secretly writing chapter upon chapter of a mysterious book. And as this book comes into being, it shows me how I became this woman. And as I fill with clarity, I fill with the strength to speak back to him. This book has shown me that I became this woman because as a girl born in Bangladesh and raised in Thailand, I was taught very young to swallow my voice. I became this woman because the first predator arrived in my life when I was 11 years old. The second sexual predator arrived when I was 18. I was raped when I was 23 and assaulted at 24, and through each wound, I reported those crimes only to be told, boys will be boys. A sentence and a situation that is uncannily timely, yet timeless. I became this woman because wound upon wound, the world has shown me that the promise of justice often fails to influence the reality of justice, especially if you're a woman, especially if you are brown, especially if you were born in a Muslim country like Bangladesh. Therefore, shadow after shadow, I have swallowed my voice. I have been taught that I was powerless and insignificant, leading me here to be married to a man who treats me like I am worthless. It is all connected. However, thanks to my secret writing, I now know the higher truth. The higher truth is that in spite of others telling me I am powerless, I do indeed hold power.